What were you saying about the intro, fam?
You know what it is for me, yeah? You just need to explain to people what the Kacheeni means, bro. People asking me, like, what does it mean now? Obviously, got the little radio deal. You see it? You got the little radio deal. People are asking, what does it mean?
Yeah. The Kacheeni. Alright, let me explain it. Let me break it down real quick.
Explain it, bro.
So, I think a couple years ago, man was listening to Nipsey Hussle heavy. I think it was just before he passed, like a couple years ago, innit? Yeah, so this is like just before he passed. And well, even before that, man was like, man, I need to do like more interviews and whatnot. And obviously the podcast game kind of started popping. And then I was like, let's like create a podcast. So in my head, I was thinking, yeah, we need to create a podcast. And when I was thinking about names and that, there was bare names coming into my head, but I wanted something deep, innit?
Yeah.
Something where people are going to ask me like, what does that mean? And I'll tell them and they go, mind blown, because it's like mad deep. But like now when I'm telling people, it's like, it's not as deep as I thought it was going to be. So the Kacheeni, means the sit down in Swahili. Obviously Nipsey Hussle was Eritrean. I think their native language is Swahili. So I was like, boom. I was looking for a lot of like Swahili sayings and whatnot.
So the Nipsey Hussle, that birthday.
Yeah, it was inspired by him, man. And I reckon there was a lot more like stuff.
Yeah, of course.
That was inspired by him, car. It wasn't just the music. His thing was deeper than music still.
100.
But like a lot of his, that he's the reason, why I wanted to do like interviews and that. Because like watching some of his interviews, I was like, like this guy's deep, but it wasn't just like the questions that people were asking him. It was like the stuff, like where he was, like where his mind frame was, and how he was kind of ahead of the game, and like he was just spitting more than just the rap thing.
No, definitely.
At the time, you know what I'm saying?
He's one of them people that used outside of music to widen his profile, innit?
Yeah,
not just rapping. Bro.
And I think if he like, bro, he would 100% been one of the greats if he like stayed around. You get what I'm trying to say? He would have like 100% and like that he would have been around for the next 10, 20 years, and people would have been like had him as high as like the Jay-Z's and them man there, because man was on a different level still. But yeah, this thing was birthed from Nip still, I would say, and like watching his interviews, and like his interviews will live on as well. You get what I'm saying? Like there's
they'll always be relevant, innit?
Yeah, 100. Like there's interviews, that you see from like Muhammad Ali and like old school ones, like they just, people watch them now, and they are like from the 90s and shit. You get what I'm trying to say? So like watching them, man, I was like, bro, like the interviews, I want like the interviews man does, or like even the podcasts that we do, to like live on and people be able to like watch them like years down the line. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's where it really comes from. The Kacheeni means the sit down in Swahili.
There we go, fam. People ask, man.
So
now they know.
Now you know, people.
Serious.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Saying that though, coming on to things that kind of last forever. Man was chopping it up, and with Ed before man got here now, man was speaking about something which I think has last forever, like racism, innit? Like you think about, I guess it's been highlighted in this last year. And I don't even want to go over it, do you know what I mean? We all sort of know what's happened, do you get what I'm trying to say? That's not really what man's trying to talk about or drag out here. It's more so about like what people can, what not the people, but the powers that be control, innit?
Yeah.
So swinging it 360 now. You saw what happened yesterday with what's his name on the football pitch? Bloody
Ericsson,
yeah. Cardiac arrest or whatnot, heart failure now. Cool. So why I link that with racism, bear with me. It sounds mad. But what happened, I'm saying is, so on Twitter, people were putting out the video of him collapsing, and obviously people were like, it's disturbing, no one wants to see that, So Twitter now has put like a block. If you search Ericsson's name up, some of the videos, even if it's not even like, for example, there's a video of Lukaku saying, Ericsson, I love you, that's been blocked on Twitter because it's got Ericsson in it, if that makes sense. So you can't find the video of him collapsing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That they won't let you search it on Twitter. It's nowhere to be found.
I don't know why they've blocked that as well, because like I remember, because the last time that happened to it was Muamba.
Yeah, the biggest one was Muamba. Yeah.
But like that video went viral.
Yeah,
like you could get that.
You probably can still get it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Of course, it's going to be in the internet and the algorithm somewhere. But just in regards to Twitter, once you search the word Ericsson, bro,
Yeah.
it's fully blocked. Like, man will do it right now, bro. If you search the word Ericsson, it is blocked. What's his name? Ericsson, look. So if you like, bloody hell, if you find, well, everything's just about good news, to be fair, which is good. But yesterday, when man was searching his name, like, it would say, like, I just showed you, didn't it? It said, like, video dismissed or disabled. Yeah, bro, you couldn't find it. If you type in, like, Ericsson video, you couldn't find it. Anyway, why I bring that up is because if now you go and search, flipping the N-word.
Yeah.
You will find so many racist people. Look, here you go, look. Media has been... See that?
Yeah.
So you can't see the video, bro. But if you go and search the N-word now, you'll find bare racist people who are freely saying the N-word or calling black people monkeys or Asian people, whatever, or Chinese, like, do you get what I'm trying to say? So they can fully control what is being searched, but they don't want to control what's being searched.
Did you see the, there was like a little documentary on BBC about like football and racism. Did you see it?
Football and racism?
Yeah. It was on a couple of days ago. And there was like... Yeah, there was like footballers and whatnot speaking on it.
Yeah.
And they were talking about like the racism and like the discrimination that they get over like social media and whatnot, and how they're still getting it to this day.
Yeah.
But they spoke to a lady at Facebook, a black lady as well. They spoke to a black lady at Facebook, and someone asked her like, how come like people are allowed to
freely do this stuff,
and say certain things over social media, but like if it's a copyright thing, like
straight away
your thing gets flagged immediately, your account gets blocked. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she was saying, well, like we could do that with the like hate speech and whatnot, but if we were to, her argument was kind of true. So what she was basically saying was tied in with like copyright shit. Like if you say if you try and upload something with like a copyright infringement, they'll block your account, they'll take it down, whatever. They can't do that with like the words and the discrimination and the racism. If they do flag certain words and say like the N-word, let's just say the N-word for conversation's sake. Like people that use it as a slang term, people that want to talk about race who are from that culture as well will also be ostracized and won't be able to talk about those kind of views. You get what I'm trying to say? Because it would
be like a one system all block.
Yeah. So there's no filter system for that as of yet.
Because
so
you have
like,
to be pick and choose, which is hard.
Exactly.
Context is key.
Yeah, exactly. It's all context, isn't it? So that would stop us. That won't enable us to speak about certain things as well, which is like it's one of those things, isn't it? I don't think this like the discrimination and hate speech is ever gonna kind of stop still. I think it'll always be there, and even so, like even in the future, I think it will just be like an undertone and thing that's done kind of behind closed doors still. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them things still.
But it's techie, bro. So I'm thinking, fam, there's definitely more they can do.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, thinking about that, like I said with the Ericsson thing, like, man, just like that, bro. It happened 10 minutes, bro. And then straight away, you can't get the video on Twitter.
It's just if they want to.
That's what I'm saying. It's if they want to, which they clearly...
Is it a big enough deal?
That's what I'm trying to say. Has anything really changed? So, especially in this last year, like I said, I don't want to drag it out, even though it's the topic. But, you know, you got your George Floyd, you got the marches, you got the protests.
That happened a year ago now,
so I'm saying. Over a year ago, roughly. Crazy. And what's really changed?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Man, still here fighting the same stuff.
I think just conversation.
That's what it is. It's more
that's
alert.
Changed.
Like Raheem Sterling scored, bruv. These men are booing the knee before the game. A young kid born in Jamaica, by the way, scores for them and they're cheering. They're confused.
Pick and choose.
Yeah, they're confused.
I think when you're lit, they want man.
They're all over, man. Yeah. When you're lit, you're the greatest, and then when you're not, they're just not rating your thing at all.
That's what it is.
Which is crazy.
It's one of them things, man. I don't think, as I said, I don't think it's ever gonna go away. I think we have to learn to deal with it. I think our children, will be less inclined. Well, depending on what household you come from, but like the kids growing up now, they're growing up in a way where there's different kinds of people on TV. They're seeing different stuff.
Diverse,
Do you know what I mean? So even if you are from like, say, I don't know, countryside and whatnot, you're still gonna see like black people, Asian people on TV, or do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're still gonna be
It's more
around it,
exposed, yeah.
even on social media. Do you know what I mean? Even though it's like not on your doorstep, like you'll still
It's
see.
accessible, isn't it?
Yeah, you'll still see those kind of people. And I think back in the day when like our parents or grandparents would have been growing up, you just
Wouldn't see
wouldn't.
that, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's one of them things.
Cause sometimes man thinks, like, I lost my train of thought, but no, that's it. So like in regards to that, when you said like people are still gonna see it and whatnot, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I fully lost my train of thought again, fam. Ignore me, bro. I'm moving mad.
But I hear what you're saying, man. It's a deep convo, and although, like you said, yeah, this happened, the George Floyd thing happened last year. I think before like the George Floyd and all the people, I think that was literally the last straw, fam.
Yeah.
And from then, like, we've been having mad conversations, bro, and very uncomfortable conversations as well that are going on in workplaces.
That's it, yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
And,
You touched on the uncomfortable thing.
and higher places
Yeah.
as well. Even my workplace, where man's working now, yeah, like they've introduced a
Diversity committee and that.
yeah, like a diverse, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a diverse acting whereby there has to be more ethnic minorities in higher places.
Yeah.
So like chairmans and directors, so they're gonna be appointing more like black and Asian directors and that, which is good,
of course.
and that's what we need. You know what I'm trying to
100%.
say?
But that's it, what you were saying, where you said like we just have to get used to it. That's what I was thinking about before I lost my train of thought. How much you think that matters in regards to not caring? Like, how many times do you like go online, see it, and think, "Boy, it don't matter. Like, I should ignore it," or does it get to you?
What, the racism?
Anything, bro. Yeah.
You know, I haven't
discrimination.
personally been like.
I know it's not racially to you, but just in
Yeah.
general, does it like, you know, you got some people like, bloody hell, I don't want to see that, or that's
It makes
deep.
me laugh now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is that mad
It
though?
makes
Should
me
we be
laugh.
like that? Like, is that normal? Is that okay?
I mean, I think, yeah, a lot of the time when you see people like coming out with racial slurs and that. Did you see the one with the bouncer the other day?
Yeah.
I think a lot of the time when people come out with racial slurs, yeah, it's like they have nothing else to say, but they know the racial slur will
the
get
final
you.
card, yeah.
You know what I'm trying to
It's
say?
the Trump card, innit?
They know the racial slur will get you, and it's like, bro, it's so dead. You know them ones where like you listen to little kids cuss, yeah, and it's like
nothing's more. So your mum,
yeah, they don't know what to say, so they just say something.
your mum. That's
dumb.
the one. Yeah, that's the one that man,
You
you
know
should
what I
just say
mean?
quickly, like, oh,
Because you
your
don't know
mum.
what to say, but you
Yeah.
know, like if you say something about someone's mum or their race, it's gonna get under their skin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So that's where I think we are now. People just say it like when there's nothing else
more,
to
yeah.
say. You know what I'm saying? It just makes me laugh. I haven't ever been like verbally attacked like that, like on a race
Oh, I
thing.
have.
Do you know what I mean?
Taken
But
still once though.
is it? What happened?
Yeah, man was in Kingston. Yeah, it's funny.
Shout out
'cause-
Kingston.
Nah, don't. Nah, I'm joking. I was in Kingston, yeah, night out, whatever, student night. I went uni. I didn't go uni in Kingston, but I went around that area, yeah. And then man flipping was leaving a club or going to a next club. Something, man did pre-drinks, one of the two, innit? It's late. Waved, but not yacked, innit? Like, man still got my faculties about me, innit? I bumped into this young lady or whatever. She's got a bag on her shoulder and the bag's just dropped. So she's looked at man and gone, "Mind out you, nigga."
Ooh.
White woman, you know.
Why?
Brother, I wish I knew.
Out
I
of the
wish I
blue.
knew. Out of the blue.
That's a madness. Still.
Out of the blue. Man did I got so close.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even remember what, man. Like, man just saw red for a second.
Swear down.
Saw red. Like, because you see that one, yeah, it's so bait. Like,
Yeah.
I've been in Ayia Napa or on holiday in Magaluf, and both times man's experienced racism, but it's like it's the authorities. Do you get what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say? There's not much you can do. Like, policeman
yeah.
call a man a monkey and that. Like, what's man gonna do? Bro? Like, man's got a gun on his waist in Europe. You get me? I'm keeping it calm.
Yeah.
Or like in Ayia Napa, they were like, "Who these monkeys in their own quad," but in their native tongue or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's like, what can you do in it? You're not there. But like this one, it got to me because it was like, man's done nothing. Even though man's done nothing on the other ones.
Yeah.
Like you said, you see when man goes to these places, I'm expecting it. It sounds mad. I prepared myself. Like when I open social media now, I expect to see bullshit, bro. Like I don't go on Twitter for anything serious. Like I don't go on Twitter to look for serious things. Because to me, the app is fucked. It's a fucked place. So I'm going there knowing to see some bullshit today. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So in regards to that, when it happened in Kingston, I was just like, raw, this is home though. It shouldn't be happening.
It happens,
So,
man.
it's crazy
Under
still.
a lot of it's under the table, fam.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the first
You know
time
what I'm
that man
saying?
seen it like presented to man
In
at
your
my
face.
doorstep. Yeah.
Nah, that ain't never happened to me, and I think that's probably why man don't really take it serious still. But when I hear like stuff like that, it's just kind of funny to me, bro. Like the racial shit. I don't think, yeah, if like, I don't know, people might take this the wrong way, but like if we stop getting angry when people call us shit, like,
You're saying just laugh at it type of thing.
yeah, we show like, right, it doesn't really, like, we don't really care in it. I think it's because a lot of the time, and take this how you want, but like a lot of the time when people do call us whatever or call out racial slurs, could be Asian, could be, and you get angry, I think that's where people, because they know they're going to get a reaction from you, that's why they'll do it, innit?
Yeah.
And if you're not giving them a reaction, like, will people stop?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
You know what it is as well? Like, as bad as it sounds, you see the racism, like that incident I just spoke about, yeah? That affects no one. That's the honest truth. You got to be honest, yeah? Like, that doesn't affect no one in the power or anything like that. And that's where racism really counts, if that makes sense. And I'm not saying that someone walking on the road and getting called the N-word or, like you said, an Asian slur is not important or shouldn't be dealt with. But I'm saying where racism really matters, which is why people are kind of trying to infiltrate it now, is in the fact that when you go to work, you might lose your job or not get picked with a job because of that. So that incident with me in Kingston, it's like, all right, cool, I'm never going to see you again. You're never going to see me again. You're probably one of them people that, quote unquote, I got black friends, I didn't mean it, I was angry. You know, them ones. That's what you're going to turn around and say, innit? Like, what can I do about that? Do you get what I'm trying to say? I still got, at the time I was at uni, but I'm still getting uni. You're still living your life. But now, man's in the workplace. And me and so-and-so's going for an interview. We're exactly the same. But so-and-so's getting picked because they're white. We've seen it, bro. Like, we both watch football. How many black managers in the Premier League?
Hardly any, bro.
Bro, I don't think there's none currently.
Yeah.
Don't think there's one currently.
It's mad.
There's been Chris Hughton, but
It's
currently, I don't think there's one.
But are black guys good managers?
But they're good players.
You know what I'm saying?
They're good players.
So when we talk about having black people in higher places, yeah,
Are they good enough for
are
the job?
they capable?
Of course,
though?
that's why. Because I think Michael Richards said it where he was like, "Yes, I'm getting certain jobs because of Black Lives Matter and opportunity, but I'm gonna take it. Fuck it, I'm here. Fuck it, I'm gonna take it." But then I hear what you're saying of, is man just getting it because man's black?
Yeah,
Does
what
man
we
want
don't
that?
want. This is what we don't
Becomes
want.
a hocus, isn't it?
We
Becomes
don't
a
want
circus, bro. Sorry.
Listen, I don't want a job, yeah. If I go for a job and that guy's better than me, white, black, Asian,
Give
whatever,
him the job.
give him the job, innit?
100%.
All man's saying is, like, if it's an equal playing field, we just want an equal playing field. So if the levels are the same or I'm better, like,
Yeah, let me go.
give man the job, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? I think a lot of the time, yeah, it's like we've been pushing this narrative. Man sound like man hate blacks now. We've been pushing this narrative though a lot of the time.
You know Dr. Umar Johnson?
Yeah.
You need to speak to him still. You need to have a word, bro. You need to have a word with you, fam.
Nah, because a lot of the time, yeah, man push this narrative like, raw, like, why is there no blacks here? Why is there no Asians here?
Yeah.
Like, first of all, is man good enough, innit?
100%.
That should be the main thing. We
Yeah.
don't want to get put in those positions
Just for the
just
fun
because
of it. Yeah, token.
Yeah, just because we are black, or you have to put a black person there or
Yeah.
Asian person there. Like first of all, man need to be able to do the job,
100%.
and if you can, then by all means, like, throw a fit if you don't get it and you're better than the guy next door. You know what I'm trying to say?
You know what's mad? Because there's examples, and again, football would be the thing I watch where I know about the institutional stuff, so I can't talk about like banks and all of that because I don't know about that stuff in it. But in regards to sports, you've got like what Wayne Rooney managed Derby, yeah, before he even did his certain UEFA or whatever license. But then you've got Sol Campbell who's got all of them, and man had to go to like flipping, I don't know, where did he go?
Lower
Notts
league.
County or something.
Yeah.
So it, like, Jose Mourinho got sacked, yeah. The assistant manager of Tottenham or the assistant coach, Ledley King, a black ex-footballer. They gave it to Ryan Mason, the under-23s coach. It's like, there's certain things, and again, I'm not saying this has anything to do with race, innit? I wasn't in the conversations, I don't know. But there's certain things that kind of always highlight that is a white person commercially more digestible. It's a deeper question.
Yeah.
And that's what sometimes it comes down to.
I think so. That's only because that's what we're used to.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
And it's about like changing the norms. But then with that, like the person has to be good at their job,
yeah,
innit?
their
And
respective job, yeah.
whatever they're doing, bro. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, because I've come to the realization of just not caring sometimes, bro.
Because like even
I can't engage in a conversation.
Sorry to cut you.
No,
even
no,
with the whole entrepreneur thing, yeah, and business and whatnot, like it's been a known question, yeah, like Jamaican shops, like bad customer service.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like certain yard shops, when you walk in there, bad customer
Techie,
service.
bro. Techie.
Like we need to change. Like we do need to change the narrative, but like at the end of the day, the service has to just be better, innit? Service has to be better, bro. We can't say like, why is there no commercialized or franchised yard shops, or why is the service shit though?
Yeah.
Is the service good? Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Or why is there no commercialized African shops and whatnot? Like the service just has to be good.
Do you know what's mad?
We have to be on them levels, innit?
When man goes into certain yard shops, man feels like man's doing them a favor.
Yeah.
Like man feels like I'm here unwanted. Like I'm in the shop for 5 minutes and no one's asking me, hi, what do you want? Man just here like forcing it. Like I'm about to eat your food, pay you. It's
like they don't want.
Yeah, they don't want.
Like they don't want the business.
Yeah, they don't want the business, and that's like Ross. Like you know what?
So this is
not even go. They're getting better though. They're getting better from my personal experience.
Which one? Wow.
New things.
New things.
You rate new
things. Big up new things.
They got manners in there still. They got manners in there, but that's the loons with in there. But no, they got manners in there, man. But yeah, it has to be better still overall. That's a fair point. I think we want equal opportunity, but we don't want to actually work as hard as other people sometimes. I feel like sometimes we use where's the diversity thing as the work hard card.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? We don't actually do it. Don't put the graft in, if that makes sense. But I think as time's going on, it has to get.
Bro, if you're shit at what you do, you can't get the job, fam.
Yeah.
It's not because you're black.
It's just because
or you're Asian. Enough. It's just because you're shit at what you do. You get what I'm trying to say? And when we start, like, don't get it twisted. There's very good black entrepreneurs, athletes, business people, all of that. You get what I'm trying to say? That need to be given their props and that.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time, bro, it's like a lot of people are just shit.
Yeah.
And then they go, we didn't get the job, or we didn't get this, or we didn't get the investment or whatnot because we're black or we're Asian. But that's not the case, bro.
Yeah.
You're just dead.
It's true still. A random question speaking about that is completely off topic. You see, when you're trying to strive to get these jobs and strive to get your achievements, your business, all of that, yeah. Obviously to live a better life and all of that, yeah. But what is your, not you necessarily, but what do you, or even you to be fair, what is your end goal? Like, what is your bigger purpose?
In life?
Yeah. Or like when you're doing stuff, because in life is a bit general. You know, you get someone, you might say that be a free spirit, and I don't hear that nonsense, bro.
No, it's not that deep for me.
Yeah, what are you working
I think it changed,
towards?
yeah. It changed like in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I really believe, yeah, that like money is like the most important thing in our society. I'm not saying like man love money or nothing.
Of course you
but
do,
like
bro.
no, I do, but like not like that in it. You know when the Christians get on, like my auntie's Christian, she can't hear me say man love money. But like
they're on the money can't control.
Yeah,
man.
But like I really do believe, yeah, like money.
Conan bar, but I'd rather cry inside the range. Man,
Yeah. No, I really believe, yeah, money is like the most important thing in our society, and like the more you have of it. Yeah, my whole thing is man want money so I can help. I don't really want money to.
Who do you want to help?
And shit. Just my family, obviously friends and that. Yeah. And it's also nice to be able to like do things for people.
Yeah, 100%.
And money helps that.
Do you know why I asked who do you want to help? Because I realized, and again, we're only two young black males here from Jamaica as well, innit? Yeah, both from Jamaica, so we might have the same perspective. I realized that in man's culture, you make money as a younger or a minor. When I say younger, I mean we have elders in the family, innit? to give to the elders. So I was watching another podcast and they were saying like in a lot of cultures that are sort of economically lesser, money goes backwards. Do you get what I mean?
No.
So I make the money, conversation's sake. I must look after my parents. Then from there look after my grandparents. But I'm let's say I get $1 million. If I get $1 million today, yeah, that money's going backwards. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Whereas in a culture that sort of you're already set up nice, the money goes forwards. So when you make your money, your parents already been patterned.
Yeah.
Because you're already set up, you're ahead. So if you know, I can't speak on that because I don't know, but for conversation's sake, a middle class white guy, he makes £1 million. He ain't worrying about giving his parents nothing, bro.
Yeah.
He's worrying about his kids.
Yeah.
Now we have both to worry about. So are we at a disadvantage when coming from that culture? When making money, how much of that money do you retain when you've got parents to look after, generations to look? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Well,
grandparents.
We'd be like third generation, innit?
Exactly. So technically, conversation's sake, our grandparents and our parents should be lesser off than us in opportunities. And I'm not saying our parents have less money. That's not reality. But I'm saying in landscape of how life has gone, if that makes sense. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because they've had to struggle, fight, then get here. And now we're kind of at the most evil level playing field there's been. You know,
I think.
Do you get what I mean?
I had this convo with my dad the other day, yeah, and it was deep still because he was talking about his dad, yeah, and the aim, like for his granddad, the sole aim, the only goal for his granddad was, for his dad, sorry, which is my granddad, was to get over here. To get here and give who would have been my aunties, their children, and my dad an education. That was the sole purpose.
That was it.
It was just to get to England or America, get a passport
And start.
and put the kids in school so they could learn English, like proper English. And that was it. You know what I'm trying to say? And then for my dad, it was like, okay, we're here now. So the aim is...
Your dad was born here in Jamaica?
Yeah, no, he was born here.
Yeah.
So the aim for my grandparents was to just get over here.
Yeah.
The aim for my dad, for me, was to make sure, like, I have a good education, got decent grades. I didn't. I flopped. But it was for me to, like, get a good education, like, speak English. And
have a
like,
head start,
obviously, yeah. So he bought a house and whatnot. Man's not gonna try and kill him off or nothing. But, like, he bought a house. And, like, I think for us now, like, the aim is to, like every generation, we should be trying to push it further. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but push what further? That way or that way? Because you make money now, today, £1 million. Who's that money going to? Obviously, you don't have to say personal, but are you going that way or that way?
Yeah.
You're going both.
Yeah, no, would have to, innit?
Yeah. But
have to.
Like I said, bro, people that have a better start in life, they ain't worried about getting back.
But our parents didn't really have the opportunities that we have now.
Exactly.
You know
I 100% agree with that. And I think it's a little bit different, like, with my dad, because he was born in Jamaica and he came here at, like, 12, 13. So, like, he still got that mindset of coming from a second, third world, whatever. I don't know. Jamaica's probably developed now, but, you know, my dad was born time ago, bro. And he's probably got that mindset of, like, well, he does have that mindset sometimes. Like, when I was a kid, I used to ask, like, everyone had a phone, I don't know, 12, 13. I said, Dad, can I get a phone? He was like, my dad didn't get me no phone. I said, buddy, you have an electric back in them days. What the hell your dad gonna get your phone in like the 60s or the 50s, blood? Give me your phone, fam. Like, he said, yeah, I'll get your phone if you wipe my windows every week. But I was like 13, bro. I had to go to a shop. But that's calm. But like his thing was, my dad never did this for me, so why should I do it for you? But like you said, we're in now a position where, well, my mindset's a bit different. I don't have kids or nothing yet, but because I've seen my dad do that to me, I'm like, bro, I don't want my son to go through that. At the same time, I don't want it on my child. I don't want them to be spoiled, so I will make them do stuff. But I'm not going to say to them, oh, yeah, my dad never got me a PlayStation, even though he did. So you don't need a PlayStation. That mindset for me is self-destructive.
Yeah.
Because I think, where's the progression?
Yeah, and I think, like, do you know what? Before, man was thinking about children and whatnot, I was like, bro, I didn't get a phone until I was like in year 7. But like, man really didn't need a phone. Like, do you know what I mean?
It wasn't because you needed one. It's because everyone else has one.
Yeah, more time. I didn't really need one, and I got one in year 7. And then I see like youths who are in primary school now with big iPhones,
iPads,
and I'm like, raw, like you don't even need a phone. Like, what have you got a phone for? But like, bro, in like 10 years, like that's gonna be the norm, innit?
Yeah, of course.
So for us, it was like, we didn't have a phone, but like these youths are coming up in a different era. So like for them, a phone in the next 10 years, just like when you're like 6 years old, 7 years old, it's just gonna be a normal thing. Do you feel me?
Oh no, it will be, because like you said, I think sometimes there's a little bit of a gap, like I said with my dad, where when they're exposed to the old way of life and then they come here, it's like a culture shock. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Whereas like your dad was born here, so I can understand that his mindset's more progressive. I would say for a good while when I was younger, even though my dad did a lot for me, like for example, he sent me to private school, my mum and dad. So like they did but they're the things as a kid that I didn't appreciate, because as a 5 to 11-year-old, I didn't know I was in private school. Do you get what I mean? It wasn't something I was aware of. To me, I'm just getting school. It's not until man got a little bit older, my cousins, and they're saying like, "Raw, man did A, B, and C," and I just went Holland on a holiday. Like, you get me? My school took me to Holland for a football tour, and these men are talking about going Isle of Wight, and I'm like, okay, that's where the comparison levels are. Little things that man used to have to play the cello back in the day. In school, it was mandatory. You play an instrument.
Mad.
Yeah, and then after school, you can decide to pick up recreationally. But during the term, you have to.
Can you still play that?
No. my brother still plays now. Still, shout him out. 4 strings. He's hard still. We learnt together. He's all on NSG's last track, but playing the violin. He's cold still, so shout him out. But bro, man cannot play that no more. But these lot in primary school, we're all talking about playing the recorder. You get me? That's what you lot was playing in quote unquote
Everyone
normal
had
school.
one of those,
yeah, recorder. But bro, we played the recorder in like year 1, and then you move on from that. You get me? But they're the differences now looking back I can see. But as a kid, I felt like my mum being born here, so it's a little bit different. But with my dad being the main breadwinner and whatnot, and again, I can't slander him. The guy's done so much for me. But the little niceties that man would have thought was you being a nice dad, if that makes sense, he thought, fam, my dad went on that for me. So what's man on that with you for? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, he didn't have that mindset of understanding that you want to try and push me a bit out there, if that makes sense, in regards to that, like, give me a bit more than your dad gave you in regards to general life, not the things that were important. I know education and that is very important, he did a lot, but just like being nice, you get what I'm trying to say? Like being nice, bro. The guy weren't on it. He weren't on it at all, fam. Like, he weren't on it at all. But it's in him. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Man's granddad's been like that. It's in him. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's like someone who's got their heart broken. Do you get what I mean? Man ain't gonna go around just falling in love all the time.
Bro, they were like, I even remember my granddad, because my dad kind of picked up traits, and I picked up traits from my dad were like that.
Normal.
You get what I'm trying to say? Like, they were very stern, very like standoffish.
Yeah.
Very like, see my dad, he's a cool guy, but like, he is outspoken, and he's very he can be cold. You know that
was gonna be my next question.
He can be cold, 100%. But I think that's because how like his dad was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Like,
so I kind of took those traits from him, and I've had to like learn as I got older to like kind of
like, do you think your dad not tells you? I don't think any Caribbean parent flipping tells their kid that I love you. Like, I don't know if my dad said that to me.
Yeah, I can't remember still. But I know the love's there.
Yeah,
though.
the love's there. But like, what made you know the love's there?
My dad loves me, but he hasn't.
What made you know that though? What made you know that?
I think it's just the things that they do for you, innit? I think it's the things that they do for you.
Things that go unsaid.
Yeah. So man don't have to like
always say it.
Do you know what I mean? Man don't have to like spell it out. I think for women it's a lot different. Like, you have to tell a woman like, rah, you know, I love you, innit? Like, but for man it's like through, it's more through actions.
Yeah.
So he hasn't really had to say that. He does though. I got mad love for
100% same. Big up pups. But it's just like, how does man? Because with that like you said, they do a lot for man. What do we have to do back?
Yeah, I think
what do we have to do back? When is it our time to say, you know what, Dad, you did a lot for me, but my next step is looking at what's next, not what's gone. And I know that sounds mad. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Personally, my dad's way richer than me, fam. My dad can't ask me for nothing, bro. I swear down, he's an idiot if he ever does, bro. I'll be giving him pennies. But in regards to like just that generation,
I don't think our parents would want from us anyway.
I think they do, bro. Well, I don't know, man. I can only, obviously, I don't think my dad would, but I think that generation, I don't know. Like my aunties are a bit different. They would. I feel like they would. Like my Jamaican, I don't know. You don't think your dad would want if you made the big time?
No,
I say big time, not too big.
I don't.
Obviously,
I don't
unrealistic.
think. Do you know what? This is my dad. My dad's funny still. So with my dad, yeah, it wouldn't be if a man hit a big belly. Like it wouldn't be, like, can you drop me this? It would be, I have a venture for us. Yeah, I mean, one of those ones.
So something that he knows you can invest in.
Yeah,
it
won't be
certain.
drop me 100. It would be like, I have a venture. It's gonna cost us about.
He'll tie man in. He'll try to tie man in.
It'll be one of those.
Yeah, no.
And I'd rather that still.
Yeah,
like come to me with like
a plan.
I shouldn't even give them the juices.
Yeah,
still.
I know what you mean. Still, I know what you mean. Come to man with something instead of just asking for it.
Yeah, 100, bro.
I hear that still.
100. Do you know what? We should actually get them on. Like our dads. I think that would be nuts.
That would be funny still. Man, need to get definitely someone, even someone from that generation, bro, where man can kind of chop it up with them and see where their mind's at, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Because there's a different...
And if they'd want from us.
Yeah, bro, it's facts. Because they've given, like you said, they've given so much. Because I'm not a father, innit? And even so, for a while, I won't be a father of an adult. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to expect anything from my kid all the way to 18. Even if they flip inside for Chelsea at 15, I wouldn't expect nothing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Until I'm not saying until, but as in, if they got clear, I wouldn't expect nothing. But I don't know what I would expect from my kid if he made the big time.
Yeah.
Like, am I entitled to think you got to look after me?
Well, you'd raise them in a way, where it's like, nah, because I'm not going to expect nothing from my son either. Do you know what I mean? But, like, my mum and my dad always ingrained in me, that, like, you never forget where you came from. You always go back 100%. And, like, help if you can.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Do you know why I bring that up? Because, alright, cool. America, let's say, it's a bit of a wider market because the sports is mad, Again, using sports, they get their first contract. Their money normally goes on a car. I bought my mum my house. You hear that in every single one of them. What did you buy with your first check? Some jewels. Oh yeah, but I got my mum a house though. Like, you get me? That balances out the fact that I went wild. Like, I got the mad X6. You get me? The GLC or whatever, the Maserati. But I bought mum's home though. So it's like the money's going back, and that's why I said, like, is it stuttering man's progress in a way sometimes? Because and it's not wrong. That's what I'm saying. Firstly, I don't want to put out there that it's wrong to do this, but you're eating for two. Every time you go out, you're eating for two or eating for three sometimes if it's mum and dad that are both from a poverty-stricken background. Yeah. Whereas, do you not need to sometimes worry about me?
And your children.
Yeah, and your children and your children's children. Like Mayweather said, bro, legacy's great and all of that, but my kids can't eat legacy. Yeah. So, bro, if someone like Mayweather is telling me I need to make more money for my kids, what, I must get a pay rise and start saying, I'm gonna buy a house in Jamaica for my dad with a young pay rise on an annual salary. And you got Mayweather making, what did he say, made 30 million just from on
the trunks.
Yeah. And he's saying that it's for his kids. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I know his family's probably in a great position anyway, but I feel like coming from the Caribbean or Afro-Caribbean society, our mindset can sometimes be, I don't want to use the word self-destructive because it's too sharp, but it sometimes can be. But it would be good to get another perspective of someone not from that culture, like a European or a British culture, who sort of came from a bit of poverty, what they think. Yeah. Because I wonder, would they have, because like you said, with our grandparents, they came here. It's that they came here, they sacrificed this for us, they gave up their life. It makes you feel like, I owe my granddad, I owe my grandma. Does a person from a British culture feel the same? Because their parents haven't given up anything. Yeah. Per se. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Sacrifice, innit?
What have they sacrificed? Obviously, they've got their own sacrifices in their life.
Personal sacrifice.
Yeah, personal sacrifice, which everyone has. But have they sacrificed a whole way of living?
Yeah.
Man's parents came here, like you said, enduring racism. Let's be honest, not knowing what to eat at first. Do you get me? Little things like that. Not having any friends. Bro, I think my grandma came here by herself. My grandma was the first person to come here on my mum's side in regards to that. I think she came here by herself. My dad came here by himself, 11 on a plane. My grandma was already here, but he came by himself on a plane.
Yeah.
So like, it's not like they came like, raw, man's coming with you. You get me? Man came by yourself. So you feel indebted.
That's a big sacrifice.
Big sacrifice. So I wonder what it's like on the other end of the spectrum where I'm from here, bro. Like, this is just normal to me. If I make $1 million, yeah, man, I'm going to go. Because you see all them British people that win the lottery, they always end up broke. Obviously, I don't know how many black people win the lottery, I'll be honest. But the majority I see is young white people, and they always end up broke.
Do you know what? I think a lot of black people win the lottery. They just don't
say anything.
Yeah, they don't post it.
You see the Jamaican person that won the lottery and wore the mask and gloves. He said, "I'm not letting no one know." Yeah. He had to sign the check in mask, and he wore the screen mask and gloves. He said, "I'm not letting no one know who I am." Man, his hands and everything. So I let no one know. But it'll be interesting to know sort of where that derives from, man, or like the thought process on the other end of the coin for sure.
I think we need to get the dads in it still. That would be good.
Yeah, not my dad, man. He's not for camera value, so he's an idiot.